That'll be okay.
Okay. Alright. We are back on for episode 12 now, because it's a new video. So we're calling this episode 12. It's actually the end of the previous episode in a new video. Because we had a computer crash, and maybe all of the previous episode is now lost forever.
Fun.
We shall see. We shall see.
What? Oh my gosh.
So after meeting the other adventuring party, who is now security team number 2, your characters have had a chance to mingle.
Quite closely. For some.
Yeah, almost there for some. And now, Rot, while the other two are off, you still have Macalia, who's just sort of like chilling and like untensing. You can see that she's someone who's like stressed very often and who's just happy to just like lay back, relax, and Morgren is now sitting closer to you, and Macaria, but has not yet said anything. He's now in metal underwear.
Those gotta be really uncomfortable.
Yes, they are.
I'm gonna look to them and ask them. We've been hearing rumors about other security teams at Candlekeep. And we've been hearing these rumors specifically about an amazing artificer, which has us confused because that sounds like Zara's, but the rumors don't match, the rumors don't fit. So I was just curious if you guys have been hearing any similar rumors.
They told us they were like whatever his name is, the big eyeball thing. Mm-hmm. So this is Macaria. And they told us they were you, but they didn't tell you that we had been hired.
Right. But you guys don't have an artificer in your team, so those rumors have to be like about someone.
Okay, so this is so someone is spreading rumors about him?
I guess so.
Okay.
Presumably.
Yes, they're also affiliated.
Are you back?
I mean, I guess if we're roping me into this conversation.
No, he's not back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so apparently some people have been going around and claiming to be Candlekeep security team, and we think that they're impersonating us and are saying that they have an amazing artificer, but you haven't heard any rumors or anything about that? About an amazing artificer?
No. The teacher is pretty full of himself, the centaur.
Yeah, we could say that. Interesting.
Make a perception check for me. Ooh.
That's what.
Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but he said ooh too, so
7?
7?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't notice it when it happens, but a few so there's like kids playing around all this time, and like at some point one of them must have passed nearby and done something, because when you are like getting ready to move and to go, like the sun is setting, it's pretty late, you open your bag to put your stuff in there, and you have a letter with the same seal, but it's not like folded or anything. It's an open piece of paper with the seal at the bottom that says look towards the forest, follow quickly, I am leaving. and when you look up, you see this figure in robes, heavy concealing robes that don't allow you to see any feature. Very dark colors, doesn't match any of the colorful setting, the palm and pine trees around it.
He stands
And
out.
it's going to wave at you and starts to walk into the forest. Your friends are nowhere near. Makaria notices that you're looking away and says, "What's up?"
I thought I just saw something, but I've got to take a piss, so I'm gonna go find a quiet spot.
Damien, can you put a little bit more mysterious music? You...
So I'm obviously following.
Huh?
Person.
Cool. Hell
By
yes.
yourself.
By myself.
By
for
yourself.
Sure. No.
You're drawn into this darker forest. This thing seems to have been shaped by the elves to provide as much cover from the harsher sunlight of this environment, and so very little light passes through. Elves have dark vision. They don't need to have that much light. So you have dark vision as well, but what you're seeing is a loss of color. Dark vision doesn't allow you to distinguish color. So you're seeing lots of black and whites, making it harder to sort of distinguish what is foliage and what is other things. You follow this figure. You have to hurry up because they're moving pretty, not running, but sort of walking hurriedly.
Okay.
You get to a sort of clearing where the light is restored, and it's actually pretty bright for you. You're blinded for a second, until you find that there are 10 people, all sort of wearing masks, skull masks, just like yours.
Just like.
Who are camouflaged around the place that are now just ready with their weapons not pointed at you but at the ground. You see they have crossbows, they have clubs, they have daggers. One of them has a sword drawn and sort of planted it to the ground.
Okay.
And having fled into the darkness and then come back out, you see this masked figure. Taller than the other gnomes, twice as tall as you, who is standing there with a mask, robes, heavy robes that conceal features. It would be pretty short by human standards. And it speaks. I am the amazing artificer. It is good to see you again, Rot of Candlekeep.
I know who this is.
Do you know me?
I think I recognize you.
I recognize you.
You recognize me. Okay. I've been waiting for this moment a long time.
You've heard the rumors that I've been promoting your message.
Yeah, I've heard. What's that about?
Stealing from the poor, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
That is not what I'm all about.
You helped us in a moment of desperate need and loss, and you helped us survive and thrive.
Oh my god.
You see,
Wait a minute.
they take off their masks and the
Bubbles.
robes, and you see Topold and Kobottom.
Yeah. Twice as tall as me. Yep. Alright, guys. Why are you impersonating me? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
What?
We're in person. We are pretending to be a dragonborn.
I am not a dragonborn. I'm a gnome.
That's right. I'm the amazing artificer, leader of the rebellion. And you You are Rot, the symbol of the rebellion.
I got that status, guys. Okay.
Right.
Well,
Lovely.
That's
first
one
of all-
mystery solved. The way I was able to become the amazing artificer is because I had a few magical items.
Yeah, that you
What?
stole from Candlekeep.
From the rich and mighty dragon.
Well,
You never steal from a dragon.
you guys took advantage of me. You took advantage of our trust and our kindness. We were there. You were begging us to help you, and you took advantage of us, and we almost died.
I bribed you.
You didn't bribe me.
Well, I tried, and then you just made it an act of generosity. You let us go.
Well,
Is-
that's because I don't hurt people, and
This-
I've heard.
listen,
I've
listen.
heard that you guys have been doing
It's-
some
it-
damage around here, and I'm not cool with that because I don't hurt people.
You see all of the gnomes around you, like, oh. And there's whispers.
You do.
Chico.
It's not because I hurt people.
Alright, we're gonna pause for a second. It is not letting me pause.
No,
Again?
again.
The video is still going, so we are good. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, the other two, you're right now preoccupied with other things. But
Somebody's more
Macaria,
preoccupied than
Wait,
others.
can you
Macaria-
message to...
No. She has to have line of sight.
I have to have line of sight.
Macaria comes and knocks on your doors and says, "Hey, something weird is happening with Rot. They've been gone for 10 minutes, and I saw that they were following this like masked, hooded figure. They were so like you're fit. You're like you need to dress back up at this point, but you were napping.
Yeah,
Like you
napping, that's
were
what we'll call it.
just chilling with Brazan.
Yeah.
Yes, I will be going out in trousers and the top part of a wizard's robe.
Nice.
Nice.
I guess I just. Yeah, I guess I hurry out.
Yep.
Say my goodbyes for now and head towards where I heard that I was heading.
I hope Rod did not do anything as foolish as meeting the contact alone.
Or use Thunderwave.
Rod says this. You don't like violence? You set a swarm of fire beetles on the local baron for requesting taxes your village couldn't afford. You are.
Yeah, that was a moment when I came into my power and I didn't have any control, so it burst out of me. I don't usually do stuff like that.
You would let that noble do it all over again?
No, I would use my cunning and my knowledge to undermine him peacefully. You say you're robbing from the rich to give to the poor, which is noble in itself, but you guys have been hurting people in the process.
The guards of the nobles paid handsomely to do violence onto the people. That's who we're hurting. They've been lying about our activities.
Two
About
rights don't make a wrong.
we
Two
haven't
wrongs
done
don't-
we haven't done wrongs.
Two wrongs.
We haven't we haven't done wrongs.
What?
We haven't done wrong.
When do we get here in this conversation?
Make a survival check to follow the tracks of Rot
Okay.
and the amazing artificer.
Well,
Survival.
I have heard that you have
Wow,
been ransacking villages and setting fire to
21.
houses.
It's
Got a 5.
21 and a 5. Okay, cool. you stick together, and you're going to get there. I think right around now. You see that the circle of warriors, when they hear other people are coming, are going to sort of move around the amazing artificer and form a sort of like defensive circle around him, weapons still drawn, but sort of at peace. They seem to have rehearsed this, to have tactics. Kobato, who sits on top of his Rava's shoulders, is going to say, you do not support our fight against the tyranny of the king?
You're hurting the people. You're not hurting the king. Whenever you guys are going around
No.
villages,
Those are lies perpetrated by the king and his men. He slanders us. He pays for bards to sing of the terrible things that we've done. But when you talk to the people who have seen us,
who created the bomb under the university?
that's the king. That the king's been working with artificers for years in order to build this thing. They're trying to eradicate us and anyone who would want to be our allies.
And
Sorry about that.
yet, you steal from a magical university that takes in students from
All kinds of life.
all over the world, and you lie to the people who are charged with protecting them to achieve this end,
Wait,
and also make the very foolish strategic decision.
you're not okay. So you're not here to bring us artifacts?
No.
Scatter! And you see that they throw smoke bombs on the ground, and your eyes begin to water, and you begin to cough. I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws for me.
Constitution.
he's
15.
11.
18.
15, 11, 18.
What was it? Constitution?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, I rolled a 21.
21. Okay. So 21 and 15. Who got 15? Okay, cool. The two of you aren't incapacitated by this.
Fine.
You are not able to do actions that aren't like dodging, basically.
Okay, so only saving throws?
Only movement, bonus actions, and dodging.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fine.
You hear the gnomes sort of heading in every direction. You hear thumping on the ground around you of some things that you're not able to see in all of the smoke, and you are also going to hear a little bit more sound that's masking their escape. They're sort of doing their best to limit all of your senses. What do you want to do?
Well, I am going to say that since I actually have good survival, I'm going to try to go after the two kobolds.
Okay.
Because it's, and also it's like, it's like, was this their idea, sort of thing? Like,
Kind of seems like it.
well, I got a 10. I
Okay.
don't know if that's good enough.
Cool. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw now.
A dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, cool.
I did not do good.
Did you pass a 10? That's the difficulty. Okay, cool. You tripped on ball bearings. They left behind those like metal balls. You fall on one of them, and you actually fall, and there's 3 of them that are on the ground beneath your back that you crash into, and that is going to take half of your action. And as you and you get the sense that that's what you heard falling on the ground. You heard a lot around you. So because you failed that check and you failed the check to catch up with them, you lose track of them and they disappear into the underbrush before you're able to catch up to them. You're also able to act.
Okay, I would like to. He's passed out.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
He's out for the count.
So
I'm gonna do
I
dodge.
would like to. I'm gonna leave him behind. I was gonna grab him, but I'm gonna leave him behind. I would like to grab my broom and I'm gonna jump up and fly in the air with my broom. But as I do, I'm gonna cast Druidcraft and I'm gonna use wind to kind of like clear out some of those smoke.
Okay. Druidcraft, it's very minor effects.
Right. Okay. So
you
like,
can
let's imagine that I'm gonna do this like, and it's gonna be like a puff of smoke coming out from under my broom, like to clear my space.
Yeah.
Hopefully, hoping that Kazars will have a better view.
Make an acrobatics check.
No!
Now we're getting bad rolls.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah, a 4. So the magic room doesn't like blow air out of it like an engine, right? It's just like magic that makes it move. And so the best hope that you have is to sort of like do what the Flash does in the TV show, run around in a circle to sort of like kick up wind and push away the smoke. And with a 4, you are able to admirably make yourself super dizzy, and you sort of like fall to the ground barely hitting a tree. And you're fine, but you completely lose track of all of them.
That's not how I saw that going. Not how I saw that going.
It's okay. You know, you try things. Your character acts in the moment, and make some choices.
I was trying to be fancy.
Okay, cast prestidigitation and have grab.
They disappear, leaving you coughing.
No.
Blinded, like the smoke doesn't dissipate in the next few rounds. In fact, it sort of like spreads some more. So you're feeling vulnerable inside of this smoke for a little while, and like deafened by the and just disoriented by the sound of those little weird whistles that they've left behind.
Okay.
You emerge out of all of this after a few minutes and are able to like take your surroundings in and just take a breath of air as you see that the sun is almost set and is right now taking deep hues of dark in the direction of the forest, but pink and purple, and with the sky a dark blue in the background. This is the last...
Bisexual lighting.
Yes. And I think in that moment, exhausted and from all of the activities of the day and the heart-pounding escape that you just went through, you sit down on the beach and take a moment to breathe.
Those fucking kobolds, man. Every time.
Next time I see them, I'm gonna right in the face.
Why do we kill it at volleyball? Or we can't catch some kobolds?
Yeah, and honestly, like, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of wondering whether or not we need to actually open up a dialogue with this resistance group, because I am seriously concerned with them looking to those kobolds for leadership, because they do not seem to have very good judgment. And this would likely go...
Best intentions, poor leadership.
Yes.
Or they're just super manipulative little fuckheads.
That's also a concern.
My arch
Is
nemesis.
that they will. I mean that's just it. Is we don't really know their intentions, and it's entirely possible they might decide to run off with whatever resources that Resistance has after things go south for the Resistance because their judgment was bad.
Cool. Hey, Carrie, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
When you got up
Mm-hmm.
and you left your room,
Mm-hmm.
you said you had just boxers and the top of a wizard robe?
Well, the pants, the
Okay.
trousers.
I imagine you took your spellcasting focus with you
Mm-hmm.
during fusions. Yeah. Did you have any bags that you left behind in your room? Did you have any other equipment that's on your character sheet that you left behind in your room? In the
Oh no, you are worse.
You tell me. You tell me what you would have left behind. Le Raza, same thing. You tell me what you would have
I
left.
had everything with me though.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
You were just hugging and you had your backpack ready to
We were just cuddling basically.
Cool.
Yeah. So. Oh jeez. Yeah, like
So let me make this clear. Let me make this clear. This is a you get to decide. Okay, no pressure on anything. We can say that you at the very had your backpack under your hand, but the gnomes seeing that they are betrayed and having observed all of you from afar.
Wait. Where's the other security team people? Because that's
they're on the beach.
well.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if you want to say you had
Yeah,
everything with you,
Yeah.
okay.
That's the thing is I'm thinking of the logistics of this. Like I would have left any stuff I had with the other.
Oh yeah, with Donatar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Like.
Okay. No, yeah, that makes sense. Nothing got.
Yeah,
stolen.
that's why I was thrown off. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
did you have the other security team steal our...
I was
That
I was just thinking Donatar left the room after that, but we're all good.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a little curveball, but that ended up making less sense. Let's drop it then. Cool. Do we want to do anything else for the chill episode, or are we okay with ending it here?
I think this is a good ending.
Yeah.
I agree.
Good ending.
Cool.
Uh,
A lot of
we're,
money was spent.
We're fighting the double. We're fighting the double manifestation of failing upwards.
Rod. I like the way you wrote your backstory and the way that you were when given the choice
I know.
between stopping them and not doing anything, you decided in action. So you've Rod has previously shown willingness to act on injustice by the rich, and then willingness to not act when somebody is stealing from the poor. And so those two things made you the hero of a rebellion. And you have no desire to be a part, involved in.
No.
I legit did not know if this was going to be a good positive encounter on the long run.
So basically, you're the druid gnome version of Brian from The Life of Brian.
That sort of character, yeah. That sort of I'm not necessarily religious, and especially now they're gonna be we tried. That was this person was not who we thought they were.
So we won't be seeing them again.
Cool. This is the end of the session.
Cool.
That was, I think, a great episode.
I
Let's.
wanna talk about our mysteries here.
Yes, you have solved yours. I thought I had given enough clues in the letter, and I.
For the kobolds?
Yeah, for the kobolds. When you read it, it's like when you read what's their like. I ran it by my roommate, and he was like, "Oh, it's the kobolds," but I'm glad I got to play it longer because it makes it look like I'm really good at writing mysteries. Yeah, it was. They escaped in the Underdark. That's how they got away from Indominus Crisp. Because when you're on, like, dragons have to take human shapes to travel underground.
Oh, so the rebels are the enemy. Okay.
The rebels are the enemy?
What
What?
this is saying.
Huh?
That's what this is saying.
Oh, the letter you got from your aunt?
Yeah, it's saying that the Circle of Swords is in danger because they wear the same mask as the rebels.
Hmm.
Oh, Alvin the leader wants to ally with the rebels. Interesting. All you can about the Dragonborn amazing artificer who's the new rebel. He claims to know you personally. Oh my gosh.
Now
That makes sense.
And he has embraced your cause. What does it say at the bottom?
Oh no.
It says he's the new rebel leader and claims to know you personally. This amazing artificer is spreading your message of helping the poor steal from the rich.
Helping the poor steal from the rich. Yeah. Exactly what you did when you let them go.
So from the rich.
It didn't click off for me, but that's okay.
No, it's great.
I knew who it was as soon as you said that it was an individual two times.
Twice as tall as you.
I was like, and then in one code, I was like, a trench coat. I was like, fuck, or a robe or something. Whatever you said, I was like, I know who this is. The mask.
I saw the recognition in your eyes, and so I was like, and so I was just playing along until one of them figured it out. Carrie, good job, you figured it out. No, but don't apologize if you don't get the full mystery. It like I said, just clever writing is like leaving tidbits, and I can just keep doing that until you figure out the mystery.
Okay,
This makes me look like a good storyteller.
Okay,
When
so
Carrie,
what
I was like, oh my gosh, like,
throwing
wait a
me-
minute. Oh.
Yeah. So what had been throwing me off originally is I had been thinking that this was related to whoever was trying to like.
Yes, exactly.
Like
To the person messing with you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, okay, someone's claiming to be an artificer
Yeah.
that knows rot, and I'm an artificer that knows rot. So I'm assuming this is someone impersonating me.
That's what I
I
thought.
realized I wrote a red herring by accident.
I thought that too.
But
But I
yeah.
think that means we leveled up.
Yeah, that's
we did?
one more mystery today.
Because
We also get to fail upward.
Yes. That's probably. I hope I remember that to put that as the name of the episode. Failing upwards.
Did we figure out what happened to the magic at the school?
No, not yet.
Yes, we did.
We did,
Yes,
but
yes.
oh yeah.
Blizzard Kaminagro shown his thing and the magic effect amplifier,
Yes.
and so everything was turned off. So you did have this one.
Yes.
So level up.
So 5.
And then
We should probably do that at the beginning of next session.
Yes.
Yes.
Or if you want to
8
take
o'clock.
your character sheets with you and you won't forget them, you can. Or you can make
No, I
What?
can't trust myself to not.
Okay, cool.
Let me just take a picture of it then.
Let's leave it here then.
Yeah.
You know what? Take a picture. Take a picture and write it down on your notes. And we come back.
It's okay if we do it together at the start of the next
All right.
session.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, this is just.
No, the kobolds return.
Oh my gosh, the kobolds.
Wait, we just wasted the trip. Oh, we can say it was the kobolds again.
What do you mean we wasted the trip?
No. This was a nice trip, but oh my gosh.
Well, no, because we had to. Because we were supposed to be investigating.
The amazing artificer, and that's what you did.
A risk to the school, and now we'll have to figure out what we're gonna tell Chris, because if we.
Oh yeah, I hadn't thought of that. If you tell them the truth.
Yeah, he'll be
No, wait,
really upset because
he could just ask the one teacher that.
Yeah, the divination teacher. I mean, he doesn't seem to know everything.
He wasn't there.
Yes, but he can still tell what happened.
But
Maybe.
Chris was gonna be very, very upset if we tell him that we let the freaking kobolds go again.
Was there? No, we can't.
Are you? So are you gonna tell him?
I don't know. Are we gonna tell him? I don't think it would be a good idea.
Honestly, actually, you know what?
What?
I think the best thing to tell Chris is that it was a red herring. Because it was.
Yeah, the military are the ones who detonated the bomb. If you trust anything that Kubotum told
So
you.
we can always
As
issue
he's trying to rob
a
us.
side investigation for that too. So
Say what?
I said we can always issue a side investigation to verify the claim.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we definitely could. Just
And if
saying,
anything,
they were trying
we
to
kind of
set
know
us up to get us
how
to
to draw them out in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Alvin seems to be able to communicate with them.
No, Alvin didn't know who he was.
But he said he wants to ally with them, so we can probably.
Oh, maybe he did say he knew who they were. I don't remember.
But yeah, no, because like basically it was a red herring, and you know, especially since like we don't completely know whether or not the kobolds are just acting on their own.
Yeah, we have no idea. We just know that they're.
Because Chris definitely thinks they're working for they at least were working for someone, and it's entirely possible they were hired for another dragon and have bad enough judgment to double cross that other dragon.
That's actually that I have not decided on whether that's gonna be it or not, but that is something I've been thinking about.
No. They're so stupid that they're accidentally double crossing them.
Don't realize that that's what they're doing.
Yeah. They think they're doing what the one that hired them wants them to do, but they're going a completely different way.
They forgot that they were serving a dragon. They got a whiff of like fame from the rebels, and they were like, "Oh my goodness, this is so great! And we've escaped one dragon. We can definitely escape 2 dragons." I'm not saying that that's the decision I've come to. I'm just. I think they're great ideas.
I love it.
Failing upwards.
Yes, this is failing upwards. This was as far as stars and wishes. This was definitely a very fun session, and it was nice to like get some like, you know, sort of social skill roles, sort of like more role play oriented.
Yeah. Also, like, feel free, all of you, to do what I did. If you want to flirt using the skill Arcana, and you can sell it to me as a way that you could flirt, I will let you roll Arcana to flirt, right? Like, do creative uses of your skills and of your, like, like toolkit proficiencies. Okay.
How would a rogue use a tool?
I mean,
They're
you
rogues.
can,
They get creative
you
with
can-
tools. That's their
listen.
whole thing.
You can flirt by discussing how dexterous your hands are when you're using your lock picking tool.
Okay, if you're wondering how a rogue flirts,
They
just
use-
like think of Batman and Catwoman.
See?
You're Catwoman.
Okay.
I bet I could steal that heart.
It's like
Cool.
that is exactly how that works.
Karen,
Okay, then.
so because we got 10 minutes, the start was fun, social skill rolls, wish.
Wish is definitely kind of. I've liked the sort of like creative variety in a lot of them. So like
In a lot of who?
in a lot of the sessions. So like a wish would be like for something like kind of interesting. Not exactly the whole like flirting via arcana, but like some sort of like you've always found like a lot of creative things. So like not necessarily next session, but like
Yeah.
Something like the creepy time warping potion.
yeah, like something like something that's kind of like an interesting sideways approach.
To what?
Just kind of like, we sort of like simulated a game of volleyball here,
Yeah.
sort of thing. Like,
Fun
something-
interactions.
Yeah, like something.
What's wrong? I think the something that doesn't affect story-wise technically, but it's fun in a way.
Like the way that you interact in like a battle scene or something like that is.
Non-combatant battles.
Yeah, like not necessarily like combat, but like sort of like interesting things to do
A
with
game
the
combat.
skill
Oh,
checks and
A mock
stuff.
battle, kind of like a mock.
With the combat mechanics.
Yeah, like not necessarily like combat, but like our various
wizard
like
checks?
skill checks that we have and stuff that we can use and our spells
Can
in
you?
sort of more.
Kind of wizard chest.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like kind of, it's like not necessarily
A life or death battle.
yeah, like not necessarily the straightforward sorts of conflict, but like interesting things to do with the game, if that makes sense.
With the game mechanics.
Yes.
Like
Okay.
puzzles,
So you're-
mazes.
So your wish is for more of the interesting uses of game mechanics like the volleyball.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I love
Like
it's taken a lot of experience to know how to like do the rules of volleyball but with D&D combat, and I had to improvise a lot of it. I'm very happy that y'all liked that
yeah.
because it was
Doozy.
like I did the game called Eden in Anima, which is a sports game, which is just terrible. The way that the rules are written for how it works, it's unusable. And I tried, and it was not a fun session. It was not a fun session at all. Okay. Mechanics used. Your star on the wish, Haiti?
My star was the interesting like special drink that you had made for Kazara's. I thought that was really interesting with the different effects.
Layered effects.
Yeah. I wish that I would know how to use my wild shape more. That's my wish.
Okay. Do you wish for me to give you examples when time comes? Or like send you an article that is like 45 creative uses of wild shape.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
I can for sure send you a video that explains exactly that. YouTube is rife with creative uses for your camp trips.
I'm gonna be totally honest, I will never watch YouTube videos unless someone like sends them to me.
Cool.
I don't know why I missed that with our generation. I just like
No worries, I
YouTube.
can send you.
I'm on social media, but I don't really use it, so I'm just not it. Like y'all are always sending each other memes, and I'm like, I don't know any memes.
But are you able to
my
enjoy
latest was
the
a really nerdy meme.
Honestly, I don't read them very often.
That's valid.
Sorry.
Hey, no, that's okay. It's a weird sub language on its own.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we are pretty funny, I must say.
I bet you guys are hilarious, and if I understood the memes, I'd probably laugh at them.
Hey, at least you will always have my puns.
I do like a good pun.
Cool. Cool. Damien, what is your star and your wish?
My wish, I think, will be same as Carrie's. To use more the use of the mechanics more, and an additional part of that wish is kind of like more chances for me to actually use one of my spells, I guess, more often, especially the feat I got.
Yeah, I mean, I try to remind you, and it's sort of like up to you to try to look for times to use.
Yeah. So
Right.
maybe, well, for that, yeah, but like the other ones too.
Like you could have arrived at that meeting with the gnomes, like if you wanted looking like a gnome or some, or you can listen.
Maybe a quick
I'm
reminder.
sure you can find a way to use it to flirt.
That too.
Like, it doesn't need to be someone who exists. You can just disguise yourself as a more, like, sexy version of you.
And like, hey, I can also use minor illusion at some time.
Yeah, okay. So more use of fun mechanics, and the star is... and you want more opportunities to use a spell. Okay, what is your wish?
Let's start.
Start.
Your star, yes.
I was just what was it? That was a little bit more laid back than normal. But not as much as like life and death situations.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that makes me overthink.
Oh, yeah. It's nice to just do a beach episode. Cool.
I guess that's why most shows have a beach episode, just because they're like, you know what? Let's take a break.
Yeah, let's take a break. We were about to roll initiative on the combat. We can do a beach episode. It's fine.
We needed it.
I mean, it's a filler episode.
In fact, we had some legit good character development.
Well,
We solved one whole mystery.
yeah, we definitely did that.
I was gonna
We
do
leveled up.
No, it's gonna be like Bleach. Like half an arc in the beginning, then like 2 different arcs in the middle, then the end of they finish the first arc.
Yeah, just filler seasons placed in exactly the wrong spots of the narrative.
Because there was no point where one of the characters was in jail. Then the next episode, she's out and about in the human world. I'm like, wait, what? What happened here? You know what I'm talking about?
Continuity? What's that?
Doesn't exist.
But it was a different completely arc. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Okay, so my stars and wishes. Damien and Carrie, you have the same stars and the same wishes. The star is thank you for giving me an opportunity to flirt. I didn't realize it was gonna be. It's me.
Amber Alert?
Yeah. I didn't realize it was gonna be this much fun because I hadn't done it in a while, and it was great. It was hilarious, and I loved it. I'm gonna get to your wishes because it's the same for everyone. Rot, just going alone, just being like, yeah, they did the secret drop off of a letter. They like paid 2 copper pieces to a kid to just drop you the letter in your bag.
Of course.
I'm 100% just gonna follow them.
Of course, it's a kobold. They will give you.
Yeah, like
gold piece.
no hesitation. I'm gonna ditch the second security team, and I'm gonna go. That's my start.
I forgot I could have dragged the bugbear.
I
Yeah.
don't trust the second security team just because they were hired. They gotta earn my trust.
Yeah, they were
I
hired
could just drag
almost
them
to
on
replace you.
too. Oh well.
That's.
Wait, so does that mean we're gonna have more chance to interact with them as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you.
I mean, I'm sure Carrie will specifically love to interact with that.
Oh my gosh,
You almost got scabbed.
I almost got scabbed. I know, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. And y'all were just like, oh, let's be buddies. And I'm like, no, these bitches try to steal our jobs.
Well, you know,
I mean,
they didn't know that. They didn't know that when it happened. This is.
To be fair,
Sorry, this is
To be fair, Chris
Chris.
already had the idea of killing us as soon as we got back.
Yeah.
Well,
And
So
he
you
did.
want me
I
to-
think he did tell him that the other team's dead.
that was the star.
And my wish for everyone is, if you want to plan and imagine scenes that's like more social scenes that you want to have, and I want you to feel free to interrupt the narrative when I say, all right, you go to this place. You can be like, or when I say, all right, the next day this is what's going to happen, you can be like, no, wait a second, I'd like to like go and talk to this character at this time, or I'd like us to do a detour, or I want to visit this character or talk to the other players, and like implement those scenes when you feel it's right, or when you want to like have a specific scene. That's my wish. Just feel free to take control of the narrative in some moments.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right. That's it for today. Episode 12,
Yay.
I think.